psyched myself out. I was about to start, then I breathed in weird. Welcome to Non-Fungible Guys, podcast about NFTs and crypto. My name is Devon C. Codrington, and I'm joined by my host,
Ryan. How's it going, everyone? NFG Ryan's on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Not Ryan's.
Yeah, I mean, either are you.
NFG_Ryan.
Cool. So, yeah, this is the podcast.
Episode 20, buddy.
Oh, yeah, it is. Wow.
Wag me.
All right, wag me. Yeah, I don't like saying that. I'm not going to say it anymore. I hate that shit. It just seems ridiculous.
Wag me?
Yeah. That it makes like we've said it before. I'm not even going to go into it again.
All right.
That being said, I actually saw a list of acronyms. I should post that earlier on today. But man, there's a lot more than I didn't even know about.
There is. I got yelled at by Mr. Burns in our group chat today.
What? Oh yeah, for not knowing that
What
one.
was it?
It was
dollar
easy.
Cost average. It was DCA, and I was like, "What does that mean?"
And he's like, "For the 100th time, dollar cost averaging." And
I was like, "Dude, there's too many acronyms."
That's true. Well, I was thinking today. We're not even like, what'd you do this week? We're just in it. Oh, and also our other fourth horseman says that I say that a lot.
What did you say?
Apparently my catchphrase is, I was thinking about this, or I was thinking today.
Oh,
remember he says
you
that?
You just said it too?
I know.
I didn't even notice it. I don't even notice.
Ah, man, he's right.
But I know I say at the end of the day.
At the end of the day?
At the end, or yeah. I say that all the time, and I try not to.
So this whole episode, I have to say, okay, so let's start again. I was doing research, but after the research, it got me thinking. Yes. So what else am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
Anyways, I was thinking, wow.
You almost said it. Oh, no.
I was researching and I was trying to, oh man, I can't even remember what I was trying to research now because I'm so deep in this.
Short forms of abbreviated words.
That came up, but I was looking at some financial terms because now all of a sudden I might as well take some community college courses in finance or business courses in finance because that's DeFi is have you heard of Balancer? I can't even tell you what it is anymore because the notes are a couple weeks ago, but it's about mitigating your loss when you're going across different stake pools and you're putting up your stuff for and I'm like, I don't understand. It's it's trying to correct your loss against impermeable loss. It's trying to mitigate impermeable loss. And I'm like, right. I've looked up what impermeable loss is 10 times. And I can't tell you what it is right now because I have to look it up every time. And I'm like, I'm in school. I'm in crypto school. So that's what I did.
So are you going to say if you go to college and all that stuff, then you would be giving financial advice? Are you still going to be...
Nothing I say is ever financial advice. Nothing I've ever said is financial advice. Nice. No, I'm just saying, I wonder, I feel like finance peeps, finance students, people are actuaries or whatever. Our one friend, he probably if he was into crypto, why is he not?
I think he is, but he's silently buys.
Silently.
He's just silently
that
buying.
That would be his style. Yeah,
he 100%. And then I know he has something.
And then he'd only tell you if we were eating KFC or whatever, he would tell me in person. Sometimes I'll just roll up and be like, "Yo, I got KFC," and he's like, "Dope." And then that's the kind of thing. He would be doing things for years, and in person he'd just be eating a chicken leg, being like, "Yeah, I made $500,000." I feel like that's how we'd operate 100%.
Yeah. I can see it. I'm pretty sure he has said in the other group chat we're in that it's just I every check I put $25 or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
got a family too. He's got a feed. So.
That's his mindset. That's how he goes about everything. So that I'd be surprised if he's just not deep diving and aping in and getting excited like we are. But I'm sure he's probably just NFTs. Throwing it all in Bitcoin and Ethereum on a regular basis, and that's it.
I think he does the blue chip coins, as you would say.
Yeah, but as one would say.
Anyways, enough about him.
What a start to the episode, right?
What'd you get up to, my friend?
Well, I was thinking. No, obviously joking. Just research. I just selected a bunch of tokens.
Did you mint anything this week?
From my Epic. From this week's Cardano
you want to talk
Epic.
about that?
Yeah, we really should.
You mean your epoch?
Well, let me say an EPOCH.
Yes.
What is that? What is that word?
I thought it was epic, or I can't remember what I said the original time, and then I was corrected to say epoch.
I think that you thought it was epic, And I was like, look at the word. It's clearly epoch. Like this doesn't make like it's an epoch. And I've corrected you a number of times on the podcast publicly, and I was wrong.
Yes, you said it. Hold on. Let's take that snippet. It's now on our TikTok. We're going to share it for the world to hear. But yes, so for anyone that doesn't know, every 5 days on Cardano staking on the blockchain, it's called an epic or an epoch? Epic. That is right. Feels so good to say epic.
You're asking me, even though you know. You're like, what is it, Devon? How do you pronounce this? Okay.
So every 5 days, an epic ends, and the reason we were talking about it is because of the drip drops, token distribution. So every time it starts up again, you can go back and claim your tokens that they have available for distribution. And again, why they're doing that is to, I guess, get tokens out there, any new tokens into the blockchain, let people know, claim them. Like you said, Matic and what was the other one? Matic and
I think that was the only one that I remembered, but
Matic did it.
Matic did it. Yeah.
So yes. So now for anybody that doesn't know, Devon was wrong, and it's called Epic.
Yeah.
EPOCH.
Yeah, I did not know that. Strange. So cool.
Did you buy any tokens or coins or NFTs this week?
I was going to say no, but I totally did. Do I have to say what I got from the drip drops? It's not that exciting.
There's just so many.
Yeah.
There's like 19, 20 different tokens you can claim. You're only allowed 10, but there's like an abundance to choose from. I
claimed anything that I'd already previously claimed, I claimed again, like space coins and whatnot and A-Sheeb.
I think I did Shiba. Is it Shiba Inu? Ada Shiba Inu?
A-Sheeb?
Ada Sheeb. I got it because you got it last time.
Okay, I got it because I got it last time.
Yes, so I think that was the only new one I got. But
the new one I got was Cardo Geo.
Nice.
But I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I didn't do research this time. Oh, I can read it. It's on a mission to build a bridge between a fun meme coin like Dogecoin and a serious blockchain technology that Cardano provides. Ultimate goal to onboard people into Cardano ecosystem while having a lot of fun. I have no idea how they plan on doing that. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
All right, I got it. Not sure how I feel about it. We'll see. Anyways.
So, what did you say what you bought?
Oh, I didn't, but this is actually pretty momentous because I wanted to do this for quite some time, and
you bought Omi?
No, I know, right? This is the other one like that because there's two elusive coins that I've wanted to get to. One of them being Omi, the OG coin that I need to get, and then the second one being SparkPoint.
Oh,
yeah,
finally got it.
Finally joined.
How was the process?
It was fine.
Yeah,
easy
peasy.
No issues.
You don't want to talk it through the listeners.
All right, so
did you just use a credit card and went to a
no,
DeFi?
You know what?
No, DeFi.
Yeah. The good thing is, I know that there's all these issues with loading up your credit card and debit to pay and all this stuff and e-transferring into some of these platforms. So now I'm just buying Bitcoin and moving that over and trading it whenever possible. And
smart.
So I was like, all right, let's get SparkPoint. Of course, to get it in Canada, SparkPoint is listed now on like Gate.io and Clue. Oh man. Every time I see KuCoin, I think, ugh. Anyways, KuCoin and Bitmart. So I go into Bitmart and I'm looking at it. I've signed up, whatever. And I just can't make sense of the app, which is embarrassing because a lot of these apps, they do look pretty similar.
Oh, they're all,
So I go into KuCoin and it looks exactly the same as Bitmart. And I'm like, but I like it better. So I'm like, we're going to use this plus the kills.
Was it the colors? What made you like it better? If it looks the same.
Do you know why? It's because they had their, Clippy from Microsoft Office.
Word?
Yeah. They have Clippy that pops up and is like, what do you want to do? KuCoin has a little fox or something, or a small red panda or something that pops up. Maybe it's a cat. I don't know. And it pops up and says, you can do this here or this. And I was like, I like this. So I'm like, I'm sticking with this one instead. Because I just download any wallet I see that I just try it out. I want to just see what they're all like. So I'm in here. I finally load in some Bitcoin, no problem. Hit the deposit button. That was easy. Copied the address, went over to the other place where I had it, pasted that address, The Bitcoin was moved over there in like a couple minutes. They only needed 2 blocks to confirm. And of course, they got more. So great. No big deal. So now I'm like, all right, let's buy some SparkPoint. So I go to trade because I'm trading Bitcoin for SparkPoint.
Yes.
And I go to trade, and what you have to do is move your Bitcoin, which is in your regular wallet, to your trading wallet, which is still within the same wallet. It's,
yes.
It's like it's like being with the same one bank, but having a checking and a savings. And so I move it over, and first of all, I had to prompt me to do that because I'm like, where's my money? And it's just like, and I'm like, what's happening? Why can't I do it? It's like, you have $0. I was like, I don't, I have the Bitcoin. So I was like getting kind of pissed by that point. And then it's just like, you have to move it from whatever. So I do that. And then when I go to, I'm not trading futures. I'm not.
You're not doing margin.
I'm not doing margin. I'm not doing fiat purchase because I already bought the Bitcoin and put it in there. So I'm like, I know I'm in the spot market.
Yeah, you got to do spot.
Yeah. Which could be like day trader shit where, you see the limit and like
candlesticks and charts.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
all
And I'm like,
stuff.
that's fine. That's fine. I know I don't need that. I'm like, what's great? You're getting the live price of the actual asset as opposed to sometimes, depending on the exchange you use, like Coinbase, there's a delay.
Yes.
Right? Is in like you're seeing the price from 5 minutes ago. So I'm like, this is good. This is up my alley. And I couldn't figure out how to buy SparkPoint to the point that I got so mad. I had to screenshot my screen and like I was talking and I took it to the Four Horsemen. I'm like, this is embarrassing. What the fuck am I doing wrong? How come I can't buy this? What was the solution? I was like freaking out.
Do you remember the solution?
I do, but I figure you could tell them. I don't know.
Well, I can't. What was it? You had it at a limit buy, as opposed to buying. Taking the drop down and putting it to market buy.
Buy it at market price. Yeah, and here's the thing.
It was literally one little.
It was a tiny little drop down arrow. So when there's 2 areas, there's the limit, and then there's the limit, and then there's the price the Bitcoin price that you want to pay. And I'm like, what is going on here? I'm like, why? Like, well, I don't think I need this, but I can't go forward without putting both of these in. But at the top it says limit and just limit in words, and then next to it a tiny little arrow. I know what the arrows mean, but I guess didn't click it.
You're too mad.
I was too frustrated. Yeah. And also, there's a lot of shit going on the screen. I sound like a lot of tons. But there's a lot. You have to admit. Like on the side, there's like...
But that's why it's intimidating to new buyers.
100%.
Because imagine me telling... me telling Butler.
Yeah.
Or even SPK.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go buy some SparkPoint. Which I think actually... Didn't we have a whole thing?
We did say that. We
SPK
told them to buy
SRK?
Yes, we said... We
so
actually
imagine
told
trying
them
to tell him to go do that.
Nice. Nice. But look at this page. Look at this page.
I've seen it multiple times.
I've seen it too. But I was like... When I've seen it and it's like buy, sell, limit... what's available, and I was just
Bitcoin,
like
SRK price, and this price, and then 100%, 50%, 75%, and you're like, what is going on?
It's in real time changing. I'm like, I get it, but I was like, why do I need the limit? And it was embarrassing. But yeah, click the little drop down arrow, and then up pops, hey, do you want to just buy it at market price? And I was like, it was in the chat. In the chat, you guys are just like, click the arrow.
It was literally, spot is where you want to be. Go to market buy.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, right. There's an arrow next to limit. And then, of course, I click it, and it's market, and I'm like, and I buy it like immediately 2 seconds later, and I'm like, yeah, fuck.
Yeah, I bought SparkPoint.
So...
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, I finally bought SparkPoint. So my next thing is I don't need it in KuCoin. I'll actually use the SparkPoint wallet. Because remember, there's a SparkPoint wallet. And I'm like, is there? And I'm like, wait a minute. I have it on my phone. I bought, because I was going to buy SparkPoint way back.
Yeah.
So now I'll just move it to SparkPoint wallet.
But that's just a minor little... That's the thing that would scare people, is because it's like, it looks like day trading and it's like charts are everywhere. To me, I could see how... I had Burns walking me through it.
Yeah.
I think he walked me in... Have we ever named the other fourth horseman?
No, but
not that we're called the horse.
Well, yeah,
horsemen.
We're not.
We're not,
but we are. But we don't. What's his name? We can't like that. We can't say that nickname because it doesn't make sense. It sounds weird.
Which one?
The 3-letter name. Is that a nickname for him?
3 letters.
Yeah, it starts with a B.
Oh no,
what's his other name?
His Discord name.
What is that?
Hilly?
I forget. Oh yeah.
It has nothing to do with it. But
nothing
anyway,
to do with anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll call him what we'll ask him what he wants to be called. But either way, Burns walked me and him through it. So cool. I kind of had like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I was on this screen, I was just like, I'm like, where do I, like, what is going on here? But.
Well, we're here to help anyone that
the
wants
reason
to do it.
We're saying this is just like, I'm throwing it out there. Like, I know that I was talking to someone yesterday, and I was like, hey, what do you want to know about crypto? And she told me some points, and I was like, okay, good point. Like, there's so many like barriers, and it's still way too many high barriers for a lot of people to get into.
It's still like even though we're in the space, we say that all the time, we're still learning, and you still run into roadblocks like that. Yeah. So for someone that's completely new, and it's like, I keep hearing about crypto, I keep hearing about NFTs.
Yeah.
Like crypto especially, like, okay, I want to buy this coin. I hear it's going up and it's really low. But then you're like, oh, but it's not like on a not normal, but like it's not on the top 5 apps. And now I got to get this.
That's why I haven't bought Omi yet. Because, you know, I'm doing 50 million other things. And it's like, I have to
do this and download that and verify here, and you're like, why am I giving all this information to some random app I just downloaded?
And we're in Canada, so everything's a different step.
Seems to be, we can't even trade on Binance right now.
Right, exactly.
Even though I didn't delete our account, we're allowed to have it. We just can't trade or pull any money out or anything like that. So it's a learning curve all the time. And you know what? You haven't done it you haven't done it in a while.
Yeah.
I had to think about it when you sent it to me. I'm looking at it. I'm like, why does he have it? I was like, oh, it says limit.
You're whatever. Like, whatever. Yeah.
But I mean, even still, it could have been me. Doesn't matter.
And then like, let's do a quick spot check. What? How many crypto apps do you have? Like
crypto?
One. Yeah.
Oh God. Let's see.
I think I have, because I have the crypto folder. So I have 15 crypto apps right now, and I literally am like, I need to download some more. So because I don't have any crypto games, like I want to, do some play to earn stuff.
15.
Yeah.
And then once we get into play to earn, which I want to get into, not like talking about it, but like I want to. But here's the thing: I realized I don't have time to be playing games.
No, not
the
at all.
Play to earn is like the point of the concept is to play it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, if I don't have time to sit there and play it, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, because I don't commute. Well, neither of us commute anymore. So, like,
no,
I don't have that time.
I'm stuck at home. You know, I got to get these kids to school. Thanks, Ontario government. Next week, I'm free.
Nice.
But so, did you want to get into a couple of the points that your friend was just asking, or do you want to?
You know what?
Talk about what I did.
No, I want to kind of save it because one of them she brought up was. I don't, I'll say it, but I think I want to deep dive into it. Yeah, let's go back. She said it was, I don't understand why people are talking about Bitcoin and energy. How is that related? Right. And I was like, it's a good question. And I kind of wanted to deep dive into it. I think I've actually touched on it in the past.
Okay, well maybe
I'll do like a 5-second explanation. Okay. This will be my attempt at making it as simple as possible. Here we go. The deal is, and we're getting into proof of work, but Bitcoin. Okay, so when Bitcoin mining is done with proof of work, and proof of work is a consensus mechanism. Great, I've already gone too detailed, but basically everyone has to agree that the transaction is valid for the transaction to actually be valid. When you go to the bank, you put a deposit in, the bank, just one person per se, controls all the transactions. If there's an error, the bank just looks at it and they're like, this is an error. With cryptocurrency and the blockchain, not one person is in charge. Everyone is in charge. That means everyone has to agree that every transaction is valid. So what they do is there are people that are verifiers or whatever. And when a transaction goes through, they're miners. But when the transaction goes through, all of these computers that are there monitoring and they're attached to the blockchain are just randomly trying to guess the right answer.
They're all trying to verify it at the same time.
At the exact same time.
And at this point in time, now it's not like you're running a Raspberry Pi.
No,
now it's like supercomputers trying to figure out this like 64 hexadecimal equation answer.
It's called
thing.
A hash.
Hash,
but it's not. That doesn't matter. But the hash is a very complex problem based on. I'm not going to say it. I don't understand, but whatever. It's a SHA-256 hash.
Yes.
It's a very hard problem to solve. So you need a supercomputer to solve it. And the computers are literally just guessing the right answer over and over and over and over again. Whenever someone grabs it and guesses the right answer, awesome. Then that person is verified that this block, that your transaction, your transaction is good, and then your transaction will be added to a block, and then a block is just a matter of a number of transactions in a time.
It could be one transaction. Yeah, it could be multiple.
But it's based on a frame of time.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter. But all that matters is that
those computers are running.
Those computers are always running constantly, all the time, trying to guess the answer. Because when you guess the right answer, the blockchain as a whole rewards you with a little bit of the currency.
With Bitcoin.
And that currency in this one is Bitcoin. So by having your computer running all the time, you will get, not free, but like you'll get Bitcoin given to you when you solve the transaction. And of course, if you have a supercomputer running in your basement, or if you have like a rack of them, so you have like 24 supercomputers running in your basement. It's like a
sweatshop for computers.
It literally, the heat from your basement on all those computers can sometimes heat people's homes in the winter. I've heard about that, where people just leave the basement door open and it heats the entire house.
Yeah, for sure.
Way too hot.
But that's the energy consumption that everyone's worried about. And now you got Ethereum, which is proof of work as well.
Yeah.
And then that's why gas fees are so high.
Exactly.
Because it's proof of work, and you got NFTs, cryptocurrency. You got all this craziness going on. So that's why
all these people have to be rewarded, because all these transactions are happening, all this mining is happening.
Yeah.
And it's just creating a lot of energy usage. But we will go into a more proof of work, like a deeper proof of work versus proof of stake episode in the future, because there's a lot of, it's crazy complex. And there's a lot of different variations of the model. So,
well, that's why we got content for this podcast, because it's just the whole space is
What did you say to me today? Like every time, we just both said this, every time we open the phone and be like, let's do some crypto research today. It's just like, never heard of that, never seen that. Like every freaking day. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's the thing. It's like, do you for us, we're trying to kind of dabble in so many different kind of spaces too, right?
Yeah.
We got the crypto, we got Cardano, we got Ethereum, Solana, and we kind of want to dabble in all the different aspects of this, but it's like something new, like DAO pops up, or this pops up, play to earn, or that. So, I mean, we've got content for days to keep going, like, you know what I mean? And I'd like to have more guests on to talk about, like, they've focused on something. Where it's like, we're focused on creating NFTs. We're focused on play to earn. We're focused on...
Yeah, well, I'm excited about some of the guests we do have coming in the next 2 weeks, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's going to be a nice tie-in with some of the questions that we've had.
Definitely.
Okay, so that was me, and that's a little bit about that. What did you get up to this week?
I've been kind of busy, actually.
Yeah, you have been.
We started with Cardano apes. Me and, I guess, Hilly, we'll call him for now.
Yeah, let's call him Hilly.
Me and Hilly. He had ended up getting a Cardano ape, a baby monkey, the males.
Yeah.
And then we finally found out the females were going to be minting it back in I want to say November, October. So I was able to snag 2 baby females. So this week I think it was a 48-hour window to mint a Cardano, I can't even remember what it's called now. I drew a blank. It was a Cardano 3D ape.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah.
Cardano baby, 3D baby. I don't
remember exactly what it's called, but it was a 3D.
It was a
monkey
3D
or a 3D
monkey,
ape.
but the utility of it is, as far as I remember, is that we're going to be able to use it in their Cardano ape metaverse that they're creating. So I mean, Cardano apes is crazy. They've got like a whole family set of NFTs they've created. They got a metaverse. They've got a marketplace. They've got a bunch of stuff going on. We do own, well, not we, sorry. Yeah. Burns owns land in Cardano Ape. I think he's got a couple plots. So theoretically, we could take that 3D ape and walk around. Mm-hmm. The beauty of it is when we minted the females, I snagged a zombie.
Right.
So that was a pretty rare one.
Good snag.
So, and I can't remember what Hilly had, but
isn't there like, what did you say? He's like 18.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. Oh, so he had like, his was like a 3D glasses or something like that. And so we breeded the male, the one female and the one male, and we got like a zombie. He's got like a life preserver around his neck.
Yeah.
So it ended up, there was only 18 3D zombies minted. So the only one I've seen on sale on JPEG store was for 8,888 ADA.
Ooh.
So
wait a minute.
Please, if that's the floor.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I'll take that.
Not bad at all. That's a good haul. Okay, so
that was one.
That's a good week. Yeah. That's crazy. Right away, I'm like, I bought SparkPoint. You're like, yeah, I minted something worth a ton.
Oh, I wish. I hope. You know what? The thing is, it's like when do you sell? When like do you hold long term? Because I'd like to see what we could do with it in the metaverse, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because I don't know if I can't remember. I'm not too heavy in that Discord, so I haven't been paying attention. I just knew we had these things in mint.
Well, then my next question, I don't know if you know the answer. Do you know what their metaverse is based on? Is it on the crypto voxel kind of setup so that like you can, you know how we talked about
there's like the piece like Pavia's got their PCA like
is it PCA or is it
I don't know. I'm not 100%. I just know. I guess we'd have to talk to Burns, but it was I don't know because they're creating it all themselves, so I don't know.
Right. Again, yeah. When I hear that, I just think this is good, but I'm just wondering.
What's the like the artwork?
Everyone, okay, if you're doing something right now and you have any sort of capability, you know you're going to want to say, we have a metaverse. Of course. Everyone's going to want to do that. Yeah. But not everything's created. Not all metaverses are created equal. So I'm just, want to know what their metaverse foundation is built on to see what kind of assets can be actually
it's got to be different.
Plopped on them.
Now that I'm thinking about it, because they're using 3D images for their apes. It's 3D. It's not voxel.
Right, that's what I was wondering if it's based voxel based.
I guess it's not voxel based. Because then
how would you
because voxel's like Minecraft,
exactly.
Blocky.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't have rounded curves.
Exactly.
3D.
So how would they have? And that 3D ape looks freaking cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It would be lost if they had a voxel based metaverse. All the beautiful quality.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to take a look at that.
It's like for the listeners, it's like saying you have a PS3 game and you're gonna plop them in like Mario or like Nintendo 64 kind of graphics, like 8-bit graphics. Yeah. It's not possible. You know what I mean? It's like too blocky.
I guess I'll have to look into it now. I'll have to now that I have that monkey, I'll have to jump more.
Yeah, because I just want to know. I'm just wondering. I'm like, what's it gonna look like? But that's cool.
So also,
I think it's a good haul regardless.
Yeah, it is. So what else did I get up to? So I found out. So I'm browsing through Twitter, or no, you know what it was? I was in Pavia. I was in Pavia's Discord, and I was just chatting away, and I bumped into the guy's name is I think it's Tommy, but he spells it T_O_double_M_Y.
Okay.
So it's Tommy. But I bumped into him in the Pavia Discord, and we were just shooting the shit and talking or whatever, and I found out, he's part of the Freedom 35ers Cardano podcast. Right.
Cool.
And I was like, oh shit. And just earlier that day, we were talking about, because we're such shills for Cardano. I'm like, is there even any Cardano podcasts out there? I was like, are we one of the only ones talking like so much about? And then, funny enough, later that night, I bump into Tommy.
You manifested it.
Yeah, seriously. And then, so I was listening to his dude. I thought we were like balls deep in Cardano.
What, man?
I found out so much information from just their I think I listened to episode 11 of their podcast.
Right.
There's three guys, Tommy, and then there's Lavish Bear and Lazy T.
Nice.
I think one of them is also named Tommy. I haven't done a deep dive on their podcast, but I want to give them a shout out because I don't know. I found out so much information. There was like even OG projects that
we had talked about but then forgot about?
No, that we hadn't even talked about because we didn't even know about them.
Oh.
And they've been on Cardano. Like, they talked about Cardano trees, which we've been a part of and stuff like that.
Okay.
But there was, what was the one? Wraith? WRAITH.
Oh, Wraith?
It's like Wraith?
Wraith?
I can't, I think,
Wraith?
I think they called it Wraith.
Well, don't take pronunciation from me, Epic.
I'm not going to. I think it was Wraith.
Wrath, whatever.
Now you're screwing me up. But
we never know. Who knows?
Regardless, they were like little like ghouls, like ghosts, like pixelated ghouls.
What they are is they're wraiths, because a wraith is an actual like.
See, I didn't even know. I didn't even clue into that.
Yeah, like like Lord of the Rings. Do you ever you watch that? The 9.
Nah, it's been years since. I watched
the ones that are always chasing Frodo and they wear black.
Oh yeah.
Ring wraiths.
Aren't those the horsemen?
They are. There's 9 horsemen. That's basically what we are. Except there's 4 of us.
So there was that one. Then there was Ghost Chain, which.
And that's old, the Wraith?
Yeah.
Is the OG project?
Yeah, and Ghost Chains,
I've never heard of Wraith at all.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You know what though? Oh, sorry. I'll keep going.
No, I was just gonna say it's just funny how it's like so out of like we thought we were so balls deep in Cardano, and then they're talking about stuff. I'm like, wait, what? What are they talking about?
So let me say this though. We have what are the marketplaces for Cardano? We had CNFT.
CNFT was like the only one that we knew
exactly,
about.
and then JPEG came out.
JPEG Store. Then there's what was the other one? CC. No, that was CC Wallet's a new wallet that came out.
Right, but what about OpenCNF? Oh no,
Open.
That's just a ticker, right?
I think it's just a ticker.
But here's the thing. That's because every Discord for Cardano stuff we went into was just like check CNFT because it's like the only place. And when you look at CNFT's website, it's just pure garbage compared to
JPEG Store looks like it looks OpenSea on Ethereum.
Oh, and it's kind of funny because I feel like we're talking about Cardano like if it was so long ago. But really, it was like 4 months ago.
Yeah.
But like the marketplaces just weren't as robust and as like, you know, the community wasn't there as much.
Well,
so
the community's revolting on CNFT.io right now because they haven't been paying out any of the smart contract royalty fees.
And they would never be able to get away with something like that for so long on a different network because like Ethereum has too many, it's too popular, right?
They also had smart contracts. Cardano just started the contracts now.
Oh, right, that's true.
So JPEG Store is paying them out, whereas CNFT is like fallen behind and it's not paying them out. So a lot of projects in their Discords were actually sending out announcements. Hey, delist on CNFT and relist on JPEG because that's how they need that money from the royalties to kind of continue some of their projects.
And that's promised in a lot of the roadmaps. So
so the other one was the ghost chains.
Nice.
There's 10,000 supply.
Yeah.
And there's like 230 of them available to buy. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I was like, okay.
And that's an OG product?
Again, it was an OG. And I think this is the one. I might have messed up. They're called Ghosties. These are like little pixelated ghosts as well.
Cool.
But like, they just hang on to these things. It's pretty funny that the fact that there's 10,000 supply and only 230 available for sale. And I think the floor was like 500 ADA. So, I mean, they're legit. And again, we just didn't know about it on Cardano.
Well,
and then,
what do you want to, with your newfound information, what do you want to do?
I want to get into them. I don't have the liquidity to. I got to start selling off some of my stuff to buy into
You know
these
what?
projects.
I got to sell some of my stuff too, though. There's some of the older ADA projects where I'm just like, yeah, I'm good to be out of. So let's do it. Let's go get some. Well, maybe not necessarily Ghosties or Wraiths, but we know what we should have.
I like ghost chains. Nothing wrong with the other one. Wraith, whatever you want to call it. I like ghost chains, but I haven't done the deep dive on a lot of the utility because there is utilities and marketplaces and stuff that's opening up. So another project I did find through this through the Freedom 35ers podcast was Veggiemates, and it was great. Like I was in the Discord. I just went into the Discord because I think I was following Tommy on Twitter, and I saw follow for follow, and I was like, "What the hell is this artwork?" I was like, "It looks hilarious." So I went because it's just
the
like
veggie
the
one, the carrot one you showed me.
Yeah, it's
like
cool carrots with like guns or laser. It's so I was like, "What is going on with this project?"
Yeah.
So I went into it and joined their Discord, and I was just like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm here. I just heard you guys. I thought I knew all these Cardano projects. I'm just finding out about you guys, and I'm here because of the Freedom 35ers podcast." And shout out to DA Sales.
Yep.
I think he's an admin on the Veggiemates server, but he goes, let me send you a DM. I was like, oh, okay. It was like 8 minutes into me being in the Discord. I'm like, oh, I haven't even looked at the FAQ. I haven't done it. He's like, oh, do you have a Veggiemate? I was like, no, I just joined. I'm just checking out the project. What can you tell me about it? He's like, I want to send you one. I was like, what?
Man, you've had a good week.
Yeah, it was all right.
This is a good week for you, man.
Yeah. So he ended up just sending me this Veggiemate, and I was like, God, this is fucking amazing.
Nice.
But here, this is what it looks like. What would you say it looks like?
Like a potato or a turnip or something that has like the screw or the wind up from the back of an alarm clock stuck out of his head.
Yep, it's definitely a potato, I think.
And he looks British.
And then he's got the scar over his eye, like Scar from Lion King.
Yeah, 100%. He looks rough, like he's like a Cockney folk.
Yeah,
that's a British. Big
old eyebrow on him.
Yeah, looks cool though.
I know. So you know what? Thank you very much to DA Sales, SAILS, and I'm pretty sure it's the same on Twitter. So everyone, go give him a follow. Go check out Veggiemates. Go check out Ghost Chains.
Yep.
And Wraith.
Yeah.
Not Wrath.
Wraith. Yep.
Go check all those projects out. They were very welcoming to me. Hopefully I can get into these projects and, you know what, get all the research and get all the info and then tell everyone. I'm telling you now, go get in on it.
Well, Cardano is where community still I say still matters. I mean, it matters, but is where it
Community's
can actually
big. I know some communities are kind of going back and forth with each other.
Oh yeah,
because it's like, I think we're heading, like, you got the new kids coming in that have like your Ethereum money, and they're coming in and they're starting new Cardano projects, and those are taking off and popping off because over these OGs projects that have been here a while, and maybe not have the utility and stuff like that people don't like, but
right. So you're saying that there's a Cardano war coming?
They're not within the community. Yeah. There's a little bit of
Cardano versus Ethereum war is starting.
I think so.
And it's because people are going to go to Cardano.
Yes.
I want there to be a war. I want there to be a great migration.
Yes.
We're starting this.
Let's do it.
Throw gas on it.
Hashtag Cardano versus ETH. I don't know.
Cardano
versus ETH.
ADA versus ETH. Yeah.
Ada Lovelace.
Ada. Nice. Okay. Well, let's back it up with some facts. Well, you said that, but then we talked about the market cap of Cardano being pretty huge, even though people, what did you say? You said it like offline. They call it a ghost chain.
Oh yeah. So doing all this like research into like the ghost chain NFT project and stuff like that. I just happened to come across while I was Googling stuff that people actually call Cardano the ghost chain because it's like, it's there, but it's like a ghost town.
That's premature thought, man. They're going to be eating those words, and
let's hope so.
However many times.
It's funny to see. Like, I'm like, I didn't even know about Ghost Change, the NFT project. Then people are calling blockchain Ghost Chain, and I'm like, it comes full circle. I mean, it's we're going to change. We're not we. The communities within Cardano. Hopefully, we are part of. Is going to change that because
I think the only thing that could hurt Cardano. I mean, not the only thing. One of the things that can is the fact that it's slow. Not the network's slow. The network's fast. The fact that it's slow to roll out. Like it was slow to get smart contracts. And like a lot of developers are going to Solana because it's like, we can scale like crazy. The price of the coin is shooting up. You know what I mean? And it's just like, but Cardano, they're just like taking their sweet time to dish out everything. Smart contracts, like layer 2 to be Hydra, and which should make Cardano like infinitely scalable. Yeah. We talked about that way back. When will that come? That'll take its time. But that being said, Cardano, in terms of market cap, we had talked about it last week, is still, and we had checked. I mean, last week, I didn't check this week.
I think you said on the episode it was top 4, but it ended up being top 6.
It was top 6. It was 6, which is, not that far off, so no big deal. But with more and more, if people are leaving Ethereum because you can sell something that's okay in Ethereum, and now that one sale gets you, like 6 top level ADA pieces.
Look at Cardano and the OG blue chip, whatever, not even necessarily OG, but the blue chip projects that are huge right now in Cardano. Space Buds and Clay. I can't remember if is Claymates or Clay Nation. I always get it mixed up.
I thought it was Claymates, but then maybe Clay Nation is what they call them.
Because it's different stuff.
But it's Claymates.
Yeah. So I think Clays and I think say 5,000 ADA or like Space Buds is like 5,000. Like say that's the floor. Right. That's still
which
only
is like $3,000, 3.5.
Yeah. Canadian, which is still not even like 1 ETH or it's like around 1.5 ETH is like the top project on Cardano.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like you sell like a nut. Like you go on OpenSea and you see some of the projects.
Yeah,
I'm like, I've never even heard of these things, and the floor is like 4 ETH.
Yeah, I know.
It's like they sell that, and they can go buy up 4 Space Buds or whatever, 2 Space Buds, and I'm like, God dang.
But let me ask you this: so you sell your one Ethereum NFT, and you go over, you buy up Space Buds, but then does it come with the clout, even though you have more stuff? You have Cardano clout, but outside of that, does it matter as much?
That you have like a Space Bud? It's not yet there But here's the thing. So many people are flocking away from Ethereum because they're because here's the thing, with crypto being down for the year, like Ethereum is down to like $4,000 Canadian, where it was almost $6,000 end of last year, kind of. And people are starting to flock. So now, because crypto's down, there's a lot more congestion and everything happening on Ethereum that I'm waiting to breed my unicorns on Ethereum. And I have a price point for my gas fee that I don't want to pay more.
Yeah.
And it won't hit that. I don't even think gas is going anywhere near my price point because the network is so busy that gas fees are crazy. Which before, when Ethereum was super high, not a lot of people were spending, like the whales were spending money, but like normal Joes like don't have the money to pay, right?
Right.
So I think because of gas fees is going to kill Ethereum.
But also, we keep on saying, we talked about this offline because we're talking crypto in our chats, in the many chats we're in, but we talked about in previous episodes of the podcast about the NFT burnout.
Yep.
And then the crypto dive. But then when crypto dives, then as you said, like NFTs you paid for it what you paid for it. So if you paid 50 ADA, and the price of ADA drops or
goes up, it doesn't matter. It depends on what
still 50 ADA for you. You know what I mean?
You could have spent $50 on the 50
exactly.
ADA,
yeah.
Or it could have cost somebody whatever.
And then the price could dive, like what happened in December. And now it's way easier for you to get up to that 50 ADA or whatever it is. So it's like now there's been the NFT reawakening and everyone's like moving them around and kind of realizing there's so much action. The network's congested because, of course, Ethereum wasn't designed for this. And now they're like, where can we go to actually do something? Like even when we had Nat NFT on this
from Degen Talk,
her podcast, she was like, yeah, like, although it's funny because she flipped it on its head and she was like, Solana is cool because like you can mint for no gas fees, but she's like, but there's less excitement with the process.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was like, it's interesting, but I'm like, I'm over it. I don't care. Like I was excited enough just trying to get in at mint price, and that was the thing with Cardano. It was like we were able. That was the whole thing. Find the project. Get the XP in Discord. Yeah. Find out when they're minting. What can we get? And then like, connect the wallets, all that, and all that was good enough. That was fun. You know what I mean? And like that's how we got into mint Pavia at the first land offering and whatnot. And that was fun for me. I don't need the rush of gas prices to fuel my NFT purchases.
To me, it's stressful because it's like
it's ridiculous.
The last thing I want to do is have a failed transaction and my gas just goes off into the abyss.
Yeah, and
I'm out that money. I would
lose
and
your window for minting. Because remember with the project with properties, we had the pre-sale.
I will never mint something on a public sale on Ethereum. I'll say it right now. I will never do it.
What's the timestamp here? No,
I'm serious. I will never do it because I don't have the money to just waste on a gas fees.
I agree with you. Like on that properties mint, I was like, I said it already, but I was minting at 4 a.m. And like I was like, that's the best I can get. I got up and I was like, this is what's necessary to not throw money away into the ether.
Yes,
which works on so many levels.
I literally, when I go to buy something with my MetaMask, I go into the advanced settings, which if you don't know what you're doing, please don't do it. Like hit me up, I'll help you out. But nice. I go into the advanced settings and I set the GUI.
This is one thing I don't actually know how this is pronounced. I say GUI, but who knows?
Gas fees.
Jokes aside, I have no idea.
I go and set it way lower than I can.
Yeah.
And then I hit confirm and now I'm stuck right now. Yeah. My transaction's just pending.
Right.
So I'm either going to have to...
Is there a timeout on it?
No. It's been going for, what are we, the 12th today?
Yeah.
I've had it going for like 4 days now. It's just a pending transaction. But it won't go through until I either raise the gas fee price that I'm willing to pay or gas lowers enough to hit my price point. I have until the 30th or 31st of the month.
And will it just like cancel that order then? Or do you have to...
At this point, I have to go through with the order. Because if I cancel the gas, I'm losing gas.
That's the question I was going to ask you. Now, because you've set that...
But I know I'm breeding.
It'll still gas fee... It'll still charge you if you don't go through with it.
Yeah, I have to go through with the transaction or I'm losing gas fee. And I'm not willing to do that. So that's why I set it low. I pray that in the next 2 weeks it hits it. Maybe there's a blip. There's a blip.
Middle of the night somewhere.
Bam, hits it.
Something happens, Yeah.
One
of the coal firing power plants in the U.S. just doesn't...
Exactly. But here's the thing on Cardano. your transaction doesn't go through, you get your ADA sent back to you, and you pay the dust, which is their gas fee. It's called dust. And it's like, example is drip drops.
Yeah.
You send 5 ADA, you get 3.1 back.
Yeah.
So 1.9 or 1 point whatever.
1.9 is what it,
1.9 is the dust fee, the cost.
Yeah.
Well, 1.9, 2 ADA costs $3.20 Canadian.
Yeah.
It's not $320 in Ether, right?
Yeah. That's just a little bit more than a toonie
Let's
there.
start a Cardano versus Ethereum.
Yeah, you can go to
War.
Head over to Tim Hortons and get almost a nice tall
320?
320. What would you get with that? Get a nice.
You almost be able to get a large coffee and a muffin.
but dark roast, large
tall
coffee.
Drink of water.
Yeah.
Tall dark roast.
Yeah.
Like yourself.
That sound was me slapping my knee. Embarrassing. Okay, so yeah, Cardano, Ethereum war. What else?
Let's get that trending.
Yeah,
let's get people.
Hashtag
come to Cardano.
Yeah, come to Cardano. Hashtag. Yeah, I gotta write that down. Hashtag come to Cardano. What about? Okay, I think I had asked you before. I was like, or in my mind, I was like,
in your mind.
What is seeing some of these OG projects make you want to do? And then we looked at some of the Cardano projects like Boss Cat Rocket Club.
See, that's not even an OG
well, I was gonna say, that feeds
one of the
into
new,
the war.
That's one of one of the new ones where it's like the new money's coming into Cardano, and like people are like, what is this project? Like, some people are hating it. The OG Cardano people are kind of hating on it.
Why? Because the people left Ethereum, came in with their Ethereum money, and just like pumped the price of
it's
that.
It's just like a different Discord vibe and community. It's like, the community's coming and it's growing, but it's like kind of like it's like having high schoolers. I don't know. I'm not quoting anybody, but
I'm
it's
trying
to
think of a good analogy, but I don't know it well enough. I'm trying to think, is this like New Jersey versus New York? You know what I mean? Like, it's like there's a different attitude to the way the people are like, the way the Discord feels.
Yeah.
Like Cardano and Cardano feels more chill.
Yeah. The same thing happens with all the Ethereum projects. Like, you'll have these kids coming in. It's a lot of young kids. Like, there's kids in high school. Well, look at me. Last weekend, I had a whole talk with my daughter's high school class.
Ryan's a public speaker now, actually.
No, I'm not. Not at all.
He goes to middle schools around the province and says, listen, you don't need to be in school. Just quit school. Say you're sick for the next 2 months and buy crypto. You'll be fine. You'll make more than your teacher. Schmuck.
Take your lunch money and buy some Solana and Cardano.
We probably should not say this. That class is going to listen to this episode.
No,
and that teacher.
You guys are awesome.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me speak.
Yeah, that was great. He was really excited about it.
But anyways,
save your money, kids.
Boss Cat Rocket Club kind of is like the new kid on the block, and their floor price right now is $1,368.
That's
that's crazy.
It's amazing because Cardano NFT projects don't move like that. They don't move that quickly.
No, and I think that's kind of the people coming in with these new projects, new artwork, and it's like these OGs are like, what the hell's happening? It's like the old guys like, I grinded my ass for 40 years to get my pension. And you're coming in and being rich all of a sudden? Like,
that's exactly what it is, because that Cardano project before you had to like chill in the Discord for like 2 months.
It was a slow burn.
It was a slow burn.
And now these like fast young studs coming in. I don't know how to explain it, but like
you're right though.
Boss Cat Rocket Parts was another part of the Boss Cat group, and their floor is $1,500.
Wait a minute, you mean like parts? Because
I don't know anything about the project.
You take the parts and build a rocket, so not even
everyone was allowed to mint 2 rocket parts for their pre-sale. It didn't even make a public sale, so everybody that owns it was part of the pre-sale, because something to do with, I think, the whitelist on their Discord.
Whoa.
So it didn't even make it to a public
completely
sale.
Private.
It was all private pre-sale.
Okay. Is that by design, or everything's sold out?
I guess. Usually the whitelist sales will have
a certain
like 4,000 will be for the whitelist, and then 6,000. But it sold out before it even hit.
I don't particularly like projects that give complete exclusivity like that. Like, I mean, I guess a lot of them do, but you know what I mean? Like, leave a portion.
I'm okay with it if the project's been around for a while and say they're on like Series 2, Series 3.
Yeah, well, maybe
like,
if that,
and you want to like reward the OG and the long-term holders, I'm okay with
I
something
might
like
have to rescind that statement because I guess a lot of things are actually like that. You know, like if you are whitelist, but then. Yeah, basically you make certain things only available on secondary market. I mean,
you reward the holders. That's what DAOs are all about.
It's fine to reward the holders. Like you airdrop you a serum, right?
Yeah.
Great, no problem. But I guess I was just thinking, you know, like if it's like if you go to public sale, but now there's something that the pre-sale people got that you just can't even get.
Yeah.
Not for sheer numbers, but just they don't offer it. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, I guess.
You know,
that's true.
that's what I mean. Like it's like
Yeah.
make it so that the whitelist can't eat up all of one portion of it.
But all that matters, Pavia's on top of all the lists for Cardano.
Is it?
You see what the token's at?
Is it? We saw today 7.5.
It was at 7.5 earlier this morning.
That's good.
0.075.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Let's see. As of listing, 0.0748 right now.
Still great.
At 11:40 p.m.
Still great. Awesome. Let's see what it's like by spring. I think it'll be. Imagine it's 1-to-1.
Yeah. So
actually, we don't even want it to be 1-to-1 since ADA is worth more than the Canadian dollar.
Yeah,
We want it to just be a little. We want it to be 1-to-1 with the Canadian dollar. That's what we want.
For anyone that wants to look at like projects, what their volumes like and what they like, kind of like OpenSea does their stats with like last week, the 24-hour time period. I just found out, I didn't even know about this. I think you just found out OpenCNFT.io.
Yeah,
it's like they're kind of like they're tracking the marketplaces and all that stuff. Also, Steve Aoki, you see that news that he bought a Doodles for like $859,000.
Doodles look cool. I
Doodles,
like the way
the floor rocketed. Talking about like projects that just rocket off. I think their floor was like not even that long ago was like 3 ETH, 4 ETH, which was still crazy money. They're up to like 11 ETH now or something.
Yeah. It's like the number 3 project now?
Something like that, yeah.
I was actually just checking it out before. I should probably...
Yeah, I had it pulled up too.
It is the number 3 project. Of course, being beat out by Fanta Bear, which I never heard of before this week.
This week, I just heard about it like 20 minutes ago when we Googled the list.
All right, and of course, Bored Ape's good. Mutant Ape's still there. Yep. World of Women, that's so cool that like I didn't expect that shoot up. Like I heard about it way back, but I was just like, it's Ethereum. I wasn't looking.
What's crazy is the floor price is only 7, but they've almost done like 5,000 ETH worth of, I guess, transactions.
Oh, in terms of owners or whatever?
And their owners, they have 5,000 unique owners and 10,000 items.
That's
so it's
pretty
like,
cool.
I guess every person owns 2.
Well, not
theoretically, but like
here's yeah, I know you're
you know
joking.
what I mean.
But it's what's good is that's like it's not like some of those ones you talked about before where they're like 63 people own it all. You know, it's like what? It's just a club.
What was that? That was Ghost Chains. No, that was the Puppy Coin. But Ghost Chain. Yeah, they're all long-term holders. Like I said, there's 10,000 NFTs and there's only 230 available on the marketplace.
Okay, right. Yeah.
So let's see. I guess we winding down.
Yeah, man.
What do we got? The book games.
I guess the only thing actually. Did you talk about your Cardano? Did your ape, your monkey that you did?
Yeah, we did that at the beginning of the episode. The 3D monkey?
Oh, shoot. I paused to go get a cookie. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Okay. I have, the only thing I kind of wanted to talk about before wrapping things up was just a little conversation we had. I will probably, this is a good way to end things off because it'll kind of segue into like an episode in the future about the ice poker.
Yes.
That was a cool, just in concept. Because it started with me saying, I think, we were talking about metaverses, talking about the kind of metaverses and what they're like built on, like, is it a crypto, is it a voxel based or whatnot? And then I was thinking about like, being in the metaverse and how like the pixels would kind of port over, right? Mm-hmm. Like with your monkey, like now I remember it, like talking about web, it's like going from a nice rounded 3D to going to 8-bit, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You were talking about that guy that was talking about and having to never actually step into Decentraland per se, because you can, it's like it's the way I see it, it's like a different way of like staking your currency, Mm-hmm. You can, and And the concept is there's a poker game in the metaverse, which is amazing because the metaverse is going to be where we all gamble and do everything.
Metaverse is where we're going to be doing most.
Yeah, like every online game or whatnot, you'll probably just go to the casino that we're going to build.
Yeah,
and
I think Burns wants to do Pavia Casino.
Pavia Casino. We've got the land. Hint, hint.
Well, he does, but yeah,
I know. Well, that's whatever. Well, we're not going to be able to go in. We'll stake our claim. Yeah, try to put it on. She's just going to show up and there'll be something built right next to it, right next, and be like, yeah, this is your entryway. But either way, okay, so those poker games in Decentraland, and I was thinking, okay, well, how do we friggin' get in there and play? There's this barrier to entry, but it's this guy was talking about how you can. What did you say the term was? Over the shoulder play? In real life, you over the shoulder
in real life,
play, right?
Can, say you have your friends playing at the table, but the table's full. I can bet on his bet. He could it's like you're stacking on his chips. But
it's the same thing you're doing. It's staking someone. You'll have those high level poker players that will show up and they're not playing with any of their own money. They're staked by someone else, right? Yeah. And that rich cat's just been here's whatever. Yeah. Here's a mill. Make that money. But essentially you can do the same thing and
delegating, right?
And it's called delegating. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm really excited about that capability because I don't it's another way to just stake to earn with your existing currency. So for ice poker, you can do that. Delegate your tokens to someone else. They play. They make the gains and you get a percentage of whatever they make.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Hearing about that was pretty interesting, and I don't know. I think that's all I got for this week.
Yeah, to piggyback on that, I basically said that's like paying a homeless guy to go sit in line for you at the Apple store.
Yeah.
And the person was like, well, no. It's what was it? I got to look it up now.
It was pretty cool. I thought it was
hilarious the way they.
What I like about it is that it's the same concept, staking, yielding, all this stuff. But it's just applied to a different thing that we already do in the real world, that we already do on the internet. And that's literally what the epitome of Web3 is like. They say it's decentralized and everything, and we have ownership of everything, but it's just being able to take these already existing things and plug them in and make it so that so many more people can actually earn and make a wage on it. And that's what I like about it.
So I said, paying a homeless person to go stand in line for you, and then you pay them to...
Yeah.
Thank you, save my... They go, no, it's actually way better than that. It's like getting paid to pay a homeless guy to eat, and you just happen to get a tasty sandwich also.
That's my favorite quote of the year.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I think we got to tweet that. So, I don't know. Okay, I guess truly last thing. If you're listening to this and you are an NFT, or if you're a crypto developer, or if you know anything about creating wearables or writing smart contracts, reach out to Non-Fungible Guys. We have secret plans, but we are looking for someone that can do that. Details to follow. Send us a DM.
Please. I want to give a shout out. I want to let's go, Nat. Go listen to DGen Talk.
Yeah.
Ray Fixie, hit us up, man.
Yeah, every episode we need to say that.
I know. I want to interview him. Then I want to give out another one to DA Sales. Again, thank you very much for the Veggiemates. I'm glad to be a part of the community now. Hope I can buy some more. Who else do we got? Tommy and the Cardano, or was it Freedom 35ers on the Cardano podcast. They seem like awesome guys. I hope maybe one day we do a Twitter space with them. Shoot the shit, because they'll school. Apparently, we know nothing about Cardano, so these guys know everything. So you know what? Thank you very much for getting me into a couple projects already, just based on episode 11. And I don't even think I got through the whole 2-hour episode. I got through an hour and a half maybe, and I was just dropping knowledge left, right, and center.
Got your notepad out.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I was like, man, I should be taking.
Oh, go, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I was gonna say anything else.
Yeah, we could. If you are listening to this and you're like, this is not bad, or even if you're like, I don't really like it, give us a review on Apple Podcasts.
Yes, please. Like, review, rate,
follow, subscribe,
all that fun stuff.
All that stuff. All right, that's it.
Shout out SPK Butler.
Yeah,
that's it.
All right, NFGs.
We out, baby.
Whoa, why am I hot? Did it get hotter?
No.
Like, I'm friggin' cooking.